What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Techwood Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having amazing days. Amazing day. My name's Ricky. We have a group. It's called Techwood Solutions. We just broke 80,000 members within the Facebook platform. Altogether, we have 85,000 members. So if you'd like to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, you are going to want to be a part of our free networking group. Okay, Google. Pause. Alright, so let's go ahead and start talking about one of my green trades for the day. I talked about it yesterday in our Sunday stock talk. If you guys don't know what that is, that's when me and my group, and for those that are subscribed, come together as a group and we talk about the top stocks that we see value in. So I already have people telling me to slow down. I'm sorry, I'm just super pumped, and it's been a pretty productive morning so far. And yeah, so I'm about to go have some lunch with the boys and my roommates, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about one of these stocks. So it's actually playing out kind of just like what I expected to happen. So I'm going to start showcasing this real quick. Boom, boom. Let me just make sure everything looks okay. There we go. Let me just move this a little bit over. Boom. There we go. All right, so this is ticker symbol UGAZ. We've talked about this one multiple times on the 180-day analysis. You can see this double bottom here at $50. Now showing signs of an uptrend with that overall resistance at $60. Do you guys remember yesterday in our Sunday stock talk, because of what I was able to see with /NG, which is natural gas, and that huge spike that it had, right, up to above 270, that's a direct correlation over to UGAZ. I know this might not make sense if you aren't familiar with ETFs or how it is that they work, but if you're part of the Learn, Plan, Profit Lesson Library, I have a section that's solely made for ETFs, and I have a video talking about step-by-step everything that you need to know. So just refer back to that if you're part of that group. One thing that I saw was like, hey, if we look at it intraday today, it almost hit $60, just like we expected it. And that was when /NG, so natural gas, was actually pulling back, because it hit its peak last night. That's before even these pre-market hours opened. So realistically, it would have opened at above $60. So we were right on the money. When people were asking me, hey, where do you think it's going to open? I was like, well, if the pattern holds, which I really didn't think it was going to, because it was already starting to curve back down, and UGAZ always does this, and so does DGAZ. But it hit highs of 60 or 59, 40, 45, and this is what I tell every single person. So there's quite a bit of people within our group that are invested in either UGAZ or are invested in a series of ETFs. And people always ask me, like, hey, when do you think I should sell and stuff like that? I never tell people where to buy, where to sell, where to cut losses, but I always remind people. I'm always here to remind you how important it is to always cover profits or to follow with a stop loss. I don't care if you're up 1%. I don't care if you're up 1,000%. How important it is. If you guys learn anything from my videos, I want you guys to learn how to make consistent profits, and that's my goal. So I called this one out when it was at $50. So right, I called it out when it was at $50, overall support at $52, and it's been showing signs of an uptrend ever since. Now it's gone up a total of about 20% since my call out, and that's great, right? And I want to remind you guys and be that reminder day after day, regardless of how much margin of profit that it has to offer, how important it is to always cover profits. So in the Learn, Plan, Profit Lesson Library, due to pre-market hours, we're able to see that there was an overall support at around 57.50. And I said, to our traders that we're looking, hey, where do you think I should cover profits? That's exactly where I said if I were to cover profits intraday today, because of the pre-market support, I would have set a stop loss there. And it worked out well, because right after it broke that, it had a huge dip, which a lot of traders that ended up covering profits were able to buy the dip and then ride it back up. And again, 3 to 4% margins is what it offers right now. We're seeing a resistance right now show up at around $57, which makes sense. But again, I'm in UGAZ for the long haul. So yes, I might cover some profits at $60. But realistically, I have a much kind of like bigger picture, or my goal is to sell at $65 plus. Overall goal is to sell at $80. So again, I identified a pattern. I identified like when a good buy point, when a good sell point would be. Right, so we talked about when it broke above the EMA on the 180-day chart. And as it's going, like if you don't feel comfortable, I've received so many messages. I just want to remind you guys. So let me just talk about a series of stocks, and I'm going to talk about the overall understanding of, I've just been getting bombarded by messages of people not feeling comfortable holding their position. And I just sell, just cover profits. Like if you don't feel comfortable, cover profits and invest less money, because the whole reason that you're becoming uneasy of your position is because you're probably investing too much. You're trying to get started at maybe investing $1,000, $2,000, and that might be all that you have to your name. And I 100% like, respect that you're trying to go in so aggressively, but I don't think that's the smartest approach. Maybe go in with $100, test the waters, right? Start open a paper trading or simulation trading account. Learn the mechanics. So WYNN, so win. This was one of the top stocks that we called out for the Sunday Stock Talk. Why is it that I called it out? It was because of this pattern. Overall support at 160, right? Now, hopefully going to be breaking above 170. That's where you see my alert here. And then from here, from 170 to 200, right? We have a pretty decent margin of profit. Not only that, but let's look at the other ones that are actively trending up. Where is it at? Gush. So Gush, just like we planned out, double bottom at $20, now showing signs of a resistance at 24 based on previous support levels. That's great. Let's set our alerts, wait till it breaks above 24, because right now, is this a good time to buy? No, it's more at a resistance. We needed to push above 24, validate 24, then as a support, and then continue the uptrend pattern. EMA line is pointing up. That's great for those that already got in at $20 or 22. But not for those that are looking to get in right now. It's too close to the resistance. We needed to break that resistance and validate that as a new support. Same thing with oil U. Showing signs of a continuous uptrend. Resistance here at $45. Next potential resistance is going to be right around 50. UAN. These are all callouts that we've had last week. Again, I just focus on very consistent patterns that are trending up. Nothing special. Support here at $3. Resistance here at $4. How did we know that it was going to start trending up? We didn't. We waited for the confirmation. It passed its earnings and it's still pushing up. One of our top callouts. What's another one that we called out? UWT, showing signs of an uptrend, broke above the SMA and the EMA. Everything. This is my active swing trade watch list. This is what I share for those that are part of the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library, and I update them day after day. So these are stocks that are continuously showing signs of an uptrend. I just set my alerts, and once they hit certain price points, like right now, OAS, it's hitting highs of about $8. And if you look at the margin, from support here at $8 and resistance right around $9. It could break $9, but that's also going to be a resistance, and it's also approaching earnings. So I'm just going to remind the Learn Plan Profit group real quick. So we'll go under group alerts, under trade ideas, and then we'll be everyone. So OAS about to hit resistance. Be sure to revisit the stock. Just reminding people, I'm not telling people where to buy, where to sell. It's none of that. I'm not here to spoon feed anyone, but I'm here to remind people, hey, make sure that you're revisiting your stock maybe once a day. It doesn't mean that you have to dedicate 15, 20 minutes, anything like that. It literally can take 1 or 2 minutes. You can just be like, okay, is the stock still actively trending up? Is it close to a resistance level? Opportunity cost. How much more margin of profit does it have to offer in comparison to potential loss? Very simple patterns. And you cover profits on when you feel like, the stock is becoming a little bit more on the overbought side. Again, RSI indicator, overbought. MACD indicator starting to peak out, showing signs of a potential reversal. It all makes sense, but you have to know how to read these charts. ESV was showing signs of an uptrend pattern. Did have a pullback, just reported its earnings. That's great. Let's follow up with this one, within the next couple of days and see if it's still going to be showing signs of an uptrend pattern. Still has a pretty decent margin of profit to offer, but that's really just it. So the overall concept that I wanted to talk about is, and I want to include you guys in this. So I'm going to move myself over here, move this over here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I'm trading JNUG also, thinking about the same. So actually looking at JNUG, I know I'm not sharing my screen right now, so at least, let's see. JNUG is 100% still showing signs of an uptrend pattern. That double bottom that it had at $13, the team called it out perfectly, and it's showing signs of an uptrend pattern. Just keep a close eye that it doesn't continue to break 14, so break below 14, and that it continues to show signs of an uptrend. If you see it struggling to hold and above 14, that's not a good sign. Because if it can't break resistance levels, then that's not showing signs, a healthy sign of an uptrend pattern. So what I wanted to talk about was the overall understanding. If you guys are swing trading something, so this video is talking about how to make consistent profits, $300 a day. That tends to be a goal for a lot of people. But realistically, what I want you guys to focus on is the patterns and the understanding. So what I wanted to remind you guys is there's so many people that are swing trading UGAS, JNUG, JDST, right? Gosh. What I want you guys each to know is two things. You should have a plan, entry, exit, and stop loss, and have an understanding of the pattern. So what does that stock or ETF have to do for you to cut losses? And if it's something, for me, it's a break of pattern. So for you guys, if it starts actively trending below $50 or completely breaks the pattern that I'm currently trading, then I will cut losses on that one because it's no longer relevant to me. right? And I no longer see opportunity based on that pattern. If you're going more based off a day trade and you want to go on percentage growth, and if it hits, a stop loss of 2% and you want to cut losses there, then that's what you can decide, right? But I'm 100% okay with answering all these direct messages and stuff like that if people ask me, hey, what is it that I think about these different stocks? But when I continue to get messages day after day by the same people of, hey, what do you think about you guys? It's not performing the way that we expected to. It's a swing trade. It's not going to go green, 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 green. It's green, green, red, red, green, 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 red, red, red. It's a staircase, right? So it doesn't continuously show signs of an uptrend pattern. Just like, you can check out last week when we traded JNUG, right? We covered, I think, 15% profit there. Or our last week, or the week before that, DGAS, or the weeks before that, all the other ETFs that we were trading, or the other stocks that we were trading. Same thing with Tesla, right? When we were swing trading that one. So it's not that, I just need you guys to understand the patterns that you're investing in. If you don't understand the pattern and you don't understand the risk, then you should not be purchasing that stock or ETF. Easiest way to put it. And when you do purchase it, have an understanding of what it is that stock needs to do to cut losses or to cover profits. Stop caring what it is that I do. Stop caring where it is or how much money it is that I'm making. And focus on yourself and the patterns that you're trading. Focus on consistency. If it's 1% or if it's 1,000%, you're doing something that only 5% of the market can do. And that's what I need you guys to focus on. Stop focusing on how much John Smith is making or how much it is that I'm making or when I'm covering profits. You identify a pattern. You identify where you're buying, where you're selling, and where you're cutting your losses. And I'm here to assist you if you have a question about the overall stock itself. But when you ask me day after day that, hey, what do you think about today? It's not reacting the same the way that we might want it to. And then you ask, and you're like, okay, we're good. You say, okay, we're good, and it goes up, right? And then it pulls back. Hey, man, oh man, I'm getting really frustrated. Then you shouldn't be swing trading, or maybe you should invest less money, or maybe you should just start paper trading. There's nothing wrong with that. But just to show you guys, we have a little bit over 115,000 subscribers within YouTube, a little bit over 85,000 members within TechButt Solutions. The platform that I manage myself, right, is the Discord platform, right? I've already dedicated, so if you guys could see right here, I've already dedicated, so all this, right? I've already dedicated 2 hours of my morning responding to messages, and they are all almost the same thing. And my time I find to be very valuable, right, with everything it is that I'm doing. And I'm trying to make sure that I don't get other people to start responding to my direct messages, especially within Discord. I have a team that manages the Facebook, and I manage my Instagram, and then I manage the Discord. All I'm asking you guys to do is to have an understanding of what you're investing in. These repetitive questions of, oh, what do you think now, or should I cover now, or it's not performing the way that I wanted it to, then why'd you even invest in that position if you didn't understand the risk involved? That's all I ask. I'm here, and I don't want to bring on other people to respond to my messages, especially not via Discord. I want to be here to assist you guys. But I also need you guys to understand that I need you to do your own due diligence and to have your own understanding of what it is that you're investing in. And I'm not getting that feedback at all. And that's all I want. So, I'm 100% not quitting on you guys. So don't even think about that. It's been a productive morning, and I love responding to your guys' messages and the feedback that you guys always have to give me, because I truly feel like I am having a positive impact in a lot of your trading careers, and I love that. But also, I'm not here to spoon feed people, and regardless if I continue to say no, I'm not spoon feeding someone, but then they continuously message me day after day, and it's not just one individual. It's like hundreds of individuals that message me the same thing every single day. Have an understanding of the pattern of what it is that you're trading and what it is that you want it to do or what not to do. I'm here to assist you with your plan, but when you follow up with me every single day and you ask the same thing every day and you continue to question your plan, then I think you should invest a little bit more time in learning how to manage risk or how to understand patterns. That's all I ask. That's all I want. So that's it. Just wanted to talk about kind of like my trade. I hope that little rant wasn't too aggressive. No. So I'm not pissed off at all. I just want to remind you guys, right? You guys know like how nice I try to be to everyone, right, within the group, our free Facebook group, right, TechButt Solutions, and even our private group. I don't treat either party different, right? If you're part of the paid course or you're part of the free group, I assist both parties as much as possible. I speak to the people over the voice chat, right, at Market Open with the private group, but that's it. I want to treat everyone equal, and I just want you guys to do the same for me. If you guys see that, with everything that I'm doing, right, the businesses and the content that I continue to create for you guys, I just would like you guys to be able to just take that into consideration when reaching out to me. I don't want you guys to not reach out to me. I still want to be extremely accessible, but just please do me a favor and do your own due diligence in everything that you invest in. Not just stocks, but your businesses, your cars, your houses, everything. So hope you guys all have a beautiful Monday. I don't think I actually showed you guys my profits. My profits sucked for today. So this is currently my, I don't know, can you guys see it? Right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you? Let's see. Yeah. All right. Right here. Boom. All right. All right. So we're good. Just wanted to say hello. Thank you guys again for tuning in. If you guys, want to tune in live, I do go live every single day, kind of like this. So if you guys want to tune in and subscribe, we'd love to have you as a part of the team. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys again. I really hope that you guys all have an amazing Monday. And this is just a reminder. I just want to push you guys, and this is always what happens, right? I loosen up a little bit, and I get more questions, and just people ask more freely, and I'm all good with that. But then I'm going to push back a little bit, and then it's going to come back, and let's just continue having that, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I'm here to assist you as long as you're there to assist yourself. So thank you guys all for everything that you guys do. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives in your success. I think I said that right. Let your passion be what drives. Yeah, yes, we're good. So I'm going to go have some lunch with the boys. We got Jake in the house. Jake, where you at? Boom, boom, boom. All right, guys. Okay, Google, play. There we go. All right, guys. Thank you guys again. Take it easy. If you guys can give the video a thumbs up, letting me know that you guys like this video, we'd appreciate that. Hey, they're total. Oh, that's you. All right, guys. Take it easy.